Hello all. Today we are starting the sixth chapter from the text Magnolia. The name of the chapter is Switch. The switch. Switch means to change, to exchange. We know the equipment switch in our homes to turn on and to turn off electric devices. So what is actually happening there? We are changing the state of current. So similarly, switch means to change the present condition or to exchange in simple terms. Suppose I have a red pen and one of my friend has a blue pen. So we are switching the pens because we need the other color. So that is the meaning. So this term is very important because this idea of switching has a great importance in this story. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens is a very famous historical novel set in London and Paris against the backdrop of the French Revolution. So, this story is actually from a novel, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. The meaning of the word tale is story. So, this story or the novel A Tale of Two Cities is about two cities, London and Paris, and it is a historical novel. Historical novel means it's a novel containing facts or truth or something that already happened, so it is not entirely fiction, against the backdrop of the French Revolution. Backdrop means background. So there was a revolution that happened in France. The meaning of revolution is a forcible overthrow of government in favor of a new system. So French Revolution, which is an actual event, can be seen, but this novel is not about French Revolution. This story is happening during the French Revolution. Okay, so it is a tale of violence and injustice as well as of love and sacrifice. So this story contains violence, injustice, love, and most important of all, sacrifice. Now let us look at the summary of this story. Sidney Carton is a British lawyer who falls in love with Lucy Manet, a French lady. So the main character is Sidney Carton and he's from London. So he's a lawyer and he's in love with a French lady, a lady from France, and her name is Lucy Manet. She tells him she's in love with Charles Darnay Evermont, a member of the French ruling class. But when Sidney Carton told Lucy Manet that he loves her, she told him that she already loves Charles Darnay Evermont and he is a member of the French ruling class. So his family is very powerful. He belongs to a family who is ruling the place. Like Rahul Gandhi, he's the family. He belongs to the family which is ruling the Congress, right? Similarly, Carton accepts her rejection graciously. Graciously means pleasantly. So when Lucy rejected Carton by telling she loves Darnay, he accepted it graciously, pleasantly. He didn't have any problem. He felt hurt, but he didn't do anything harmful to Lucy or anything. Instead, he promised to do anything to help her and her loved ones if they are ever in need. So he even promised Lucy that he would help her and her family or her loved ones if they ever need his help. So Sidney Carton has such a very good heart. As the revolution unfolds, Evermont, who is innocent, is captured and ordered to be killed for crimes committed by his father and uncle. So, as the revolution is getting to an end, it is Charles Darnay Evermont who was captured and put into prison for the crimes that was done by his father and his uncle, and he was ordered to be killed. Carton finds a man who is able to go freely in and out of the prison, but Darnay is being held and makes plans to switch places with Darnay and get him and his family out of France. So what did Sidney Carton do? He knew a person who has easy access to the prison, and Sidney Carton got inside and he switched places. He changed places with Darnay, which meaning that Sidney Carton took the identity of Darnay Vermont and Darnay took the identity of Sidney Carton. There is an important point that I have to mention. Even though both these men are not related by blood, they are strikingly similar in their appearance. They look very similar. So they can easily exchange or switch their identity. So this is the summary of the story. So Sidney Carton is actually sacrificing his own life for Lucy Mennet's happiness. So it shows how much he loves her. He is ready to give up his life so that Lucy can live with the person whom she loves. So that's the summary of this story. Now let us start the story. The hours went on as he walked to and fro. To and fro means back and forth. And the clock struck. Struck means hit the numbers he would never hear again. So Charles Darnay Evermond is walking back and forth in the prison, and the clock is striking. There's a huge clock, and as each hour passes, it would strike. It would ring a very loud bell. So Charles Darnay Evermond is to be executed by 3 o'clock. That is his punishment. So when it is 9 a.m., he was thinking he will never see a 9 a.m. again because he will be killed by 3 p.m. 9 gone forever, 10 gone forever, 11 gone forever, 12 coming on to pass by. So he's counting, okay, 9 a.m. is over, 10 a.m. is over, 11 a.m. is over. It's about to turn to 12 p.m. Darnay walked up and down, softly repeating the names of his loved ones to himself, praying for himself and for him. So Darnay was walking the room up and down. So he kept on repeating the names of the ones he loved, like Lucy, his friends, etc. And he prayed for them and for himself. 12 gone forever. So 12 o'clock is over. He had been told that the final hour was 3, and he knew he could be summoned. Summoned meaning called. C-A-L-L-E-D. He could be called sometime earlier, since the tumbrils means carts used to transport prisoners during the French Revolution. So it is a cart used to transport prisoners. Jolted heavily means they were moving through the ruined roads. Jolted means push roughly. Since the roads were not very maintained, the tumbrils were jolting through the road and slowly through the streets. So it was told to Darnay that he would be executed by 3 o'clock, but he knew that he would be summoned, called way before that, because there were lots of tumbrils going with prisoners here and there for their execution. There was a lot of execution going on as a result of this French Revolution. He had therefore resolved means firmly decided, to keep 2 in his mind as the hour, and to strengthen himself meanwhile, so that he might be able after that time to strengthen others. So Darnay kept in his mind as 2 o'clock as the time of his execution, because he knew he would be summoned early, and he tried to find the strength to calm down himself and to strengthen others. Walking regularly to and fro with his arms folded on his breast, he heard one struck away from him without surprise. The hour had passed like most other hours. So 1 o'clock is over. He is still walking to and fro. Devoutly means sincerely. thankful to heaven for his recovered self-possession. Self-possession means the state or feeling of being calm, confident, and in control of one's feelings or composure. He thought, there is but another now, and turned to walk again. So he is thanking heaven, he thanking the gods for his calm mind. He is not getting crazy because he is about to get executed in an hour. But he thought, okay, there is only 1 more hour left before his execution. Okay, we can wind up here for today. Thank you.